What did I watch? January 2025 edition? Well, I started off with this sweet 4K steelbook of Stardust. This movie is like sneakily good. If you've never seen this movie, it's a fantasy, comedy, romance, directed by Matthew Vaughn, starring Charlie Cox, Claire Danes. You got Robert De Niro as a closeted gay sky pirate. I mean, it's just got a bunch of insanity. But this 4K transfer is beautiful. It's such a fun movie, and I am glad to have picked that up. Next up, I did get the brand new released Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 on 4K. I love these movies. They're my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. I consider them as one full movie. The 4K transfers on these is great. Kill Bill Volume 1 has such cool things that happen, like media-wise, and it's just, these are great movies. I always highly recommend them. They're a little gory, but you should know going into a Tarantino movie what you're going to get. And these are just so cool. I love them, and the 4Ks were worth it. They have steelbooks for these, but these were already $28 a piece, so, you know, I feel like that was as high as I was going to go. Next up, I did buy Den of Thieves. I got this for $5 at Big Lots, which is going out of business. I wanted to rewatch it before Den of Thieves 2 came out. It's okay. It's nothing to get too crazy about. It's got some cool heist scenes, a cool action. You got Gerard Butler struggling on whether to be a good cop or not. It's interesting. It's kind of, the same as the sequel. They're okay. Next up, I watched Next. This movie, I mean, is this a good movie? No, it's not a good movie at all. It's cheesy. You got Nick Cage. He could see the future. Logically, none of it makes sense. Jessica Biel's his love interest. Yeah, I had only seen this once before. I rewatched it. Still baffles me that I have this in my collection. There is one scene with Nick Cage where he's talking about how much he loves rain, and I feel like subconsciously this is how the Rainy Cage name became a thing, and so I have to keep this movie on that word alone. Do I recommend you watch this? No. There's so much better Nicolas Cage movies to watch. Then I started on some rom-coms. I started with The Proposal. I'm going to watch more next month, but I had not seen The Proposal in a while. This is a more traditional rom-com, Sandra Bullock, Ryan Reynolds. It's got some funny moments, and then I forget Betty White. Every time I go back to rewatch this, Betty White is great in this movie, and yeah, it's good. I'm glad to have it in the collection. And then I watched The Breakup. Vince Vaughn, Jennifer Aniston. Most people have seen this movie. It's an interesting take on really not the getting together part, but the breakup part. I don't know. It's just cool because this kind of stuff does happen in relationships, and really, it's kind of childish at times, but I don't know. It's a good movie. I've been in a Vince Vaughn mood here a lot lately, and I love Jennifer Aniston. And that is it for January 2025.